All right, we are going to be reviewing Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name of. Again, I listened to them back in the 90s, but I haven't listened to them in so long. This is like the third song I've listened to today doing a reaction on because I'm just absolutely loving it and I want to hear more of it. This is another really popular one, Killing in the Name of. Boom. Let's go.
Those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn.
Wasting no time getting to a bold statement. With that being said, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses, as a reference to the Ku Klux Klan, people that are against other people based on color or gender or just being different, that are about oppression and seeing differences, non-equality in humans and wanting it that way. So, whew.
Burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. 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 And 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 now you do what they told you. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge and you're chosen white. You're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge and you're chosen white.
Holding no punches at all. Wow. By the way, let me say something here. By wearing a badge, they're the chosen whites. Okay, Zach. Like, all right, look at me. Look at me. Do I have a badge? Do I have any oppression towards people? Do I even think about this shit? No, I do not. There are anyone wearing a badge, because we're all humans. We are all equal, right? We are all equal. We're all equally human. The tone of our skin doesn't make what's inside any different. We're all crazy. We're all wonderful. We're all evil. We're all kind, right? The badge gives people, what it's saying is it gives a free pass to this, like, oh, the police, the people, anyone with a badge, the army, the military, etc., they're the chosen ones. Yes, a lot of them would probably be white because that's the most common race in this country. Let's not make it about racism, right? Oh, he's a white guy, was he know? Dude, I can feel the hate coming from darker toned skinned people on me all the time, and I haven't done a fucking thing to anybody. Anyways, not to feel bad for me, okay? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, let's all treat each other kindly, regardless of the tone of our skin, okay? But the badge makes people feel superior, makes it like a superior force to be completely unfair on segments of the population, especially the poorer areas. Regardless of skin color, yes, a more dominant skin tone in the poor areas is going to be not is going to be a darker tone, a non-white tone, right? But there's plenty of poor whites all over the place. That's true. Don't you dare forget that, right? I see tons of drug problems in the city, and half the people or more are white people having these drug problems and living in tents and being homeless, right? So it's not a race thing. To me, it's a financial inequality thing. It's a wealth gap issue. And what they're saying here is the badge, these forces, they're there to protect the rich people. And I got nothing against being rich, but being so greedy to create such a nasty environment where such a small percentage of people are so ungodly wealthy where there's literally nothing they can even do with that much money. To this massive portion of the population, which is constantly on the brink of homeless or is homeless. And it just keeps that gap just keeps getting wider and wider. I'm vibing with rage, I'll tell you that much.
Those who died are justified, but wearing the badge, they get chosen white. They're justified. Those who died, but wearing the badge, they get chosen white. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces.
And just one little piece to this, right? Some of those that work forces are the same. But what he's saying is that some of the people, right? They're not all bad. All the police, all the military, they're not all bad. But there's bad ones in there, and some of them are really bad. And they really not just abuse their power and position, but they just use it for evil as hell. And they don't even get punished for it.
On the same that burn crosses. Some of those.
With that said, I appreciate 99% of the police force, the firefighters, the public servants, the military people, because that's a hard fucking job, right? But there's those that need to be held accountable, and the time and time again where they get to slide is completely beyond unexcusable. This song's back from the 90s. Here we are in the 2020s, same problems.
Those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of.
Now you do what they told you. 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 You're under control. Now you do what they told you. You're under control. Now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told you. Now you're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you. You're under control. And now you do what they told you.
Those who died are justified, but wearing the badge, they get chosen white. You're justified. Those that died, but wearing the badge, they get chosen white. Those who died are justified, but wearing the badge, they get chosen white. You're justified. Those that died, but wearing the badge, they get chosen white. Come on.
God. I swear to God, I think they would just be canceled today. I don't think a new band could really make it like this today because of all the censorship going on. Back then, these messages weren't as impactful because it just didn't have the spread they can get today with social media, etc. Cancel culture, like if you call for people to be canceled, you better check yourself at the fucking door because you don't understand what you're asking for. I don't care how much you hate what they're saying. You cannot ask for silencing of people. That is the First Amendment, the right to free speech, right? I don't necessarily like everything everyone says. Are you kidding me? But we can't be gagging people, right? The other people, people say whatever they want. If people like the message, they'll go with it. If it's bullshit, they'll ignore it. Like look at the vax misinformation. Can we just have two sides of the debate? Can we actually look at other pieces of this instead of, oh, this is all good. This is all good for you. What? Can we have all discussions here? Is that... It spurs something else in me. Like we need to truly appreciate free speech. We can't gag each other. I don't care how much we hate what another person is saying. Gotta let them say it. But I used to be like that too. But hate speech, but this. I used to say that. And then I realized, you know what? No. Because it doesn't matter what anyone says. People can make their own decisions. That's it. Right? That's what freedom is. Freedom to say whatever you want without persecution. Straight up. Now, yeah, you can't threaten to kill people because that's a threat, right? That's an intent to harm. It's different. Opinions, right? Oh, the vax is bullshit. It got emergency rushed through and it's a big cash grab for the pharma companies. I was saying that when the shit came out. I said it before it even came out because I said, here's what's going to happen. Because everybody wants it. They're going to rush it through all the normal protocols. It's going to be some amalgamation Frankenstein shit. And the drug company's going to get a bunch of money. And they're going to get it in perpetuity because now you got a new seasonal vaccine to take. I'm afraid to put this up. This video's probably going to get taken down just because I said this. Misinformation. Whatever, bro. People can make their own decisions. Let's let people have all the information so that they can decide. Instead of you, powers that be, deciding what the narrative's going to be. Straight up. On the video I did right before this, which was Sleep Now in the Fire, they ended it and they had this clip at the end of it about this newscaster announcing what happened. Rage Against the Machine Head went in front of the New York Stock Exchange and they were banned from playing on Wall Street on Tuesday, and so they showed up on Wednesday and played right in front of the New York Stock Exchange, and they all got arrested. And at the end of it, you hear this newscaster say, oh, the machine rages on, or Rage Against the Machine, doesn't even get the name right, and says, and they are anti-family and pro-terrorist. This is a newscaster. This is supposed to be where people get their shit, and back then, this would have been probably late 90s. Like, that was by far the main source of information. So if they said it, mainstream media, don't believe what you're told, but everyone should be able to say what they want to say. Newscasters, listen, you can't just make shit up like that, but they do. They're just the mouthpieces. They're just controlling narrative spinners for the powers that be. Let's be free. Hit that sub. Thanks for watching.